Hi guys, it's Amy, your golf teacher. Today I'm going to do a quarantine golf tip. Sit. Good boy. Okay. 먹을 수 있니? 어머머머. 오케이. 숟가락으로 떠줄까? 조금씩? 이렇게 먹어야 된다고 진짜로? 대박. 대박! 미안해. 어머, 튀는 게 더 많다니까요. 눈 입으로 들어가는 거보다. 혼자서 안 흘리고 먹을 수 있도록 받침대를 만들어줘야 되겠네. 아유 시원해, 아유 시원해, 콘이 없네. Today I'm going to do a 1 plane swing and 2 plane swing as requested. To amplify it all, 1 plane swing looks more like a flatter swing. If you are taking it back, your shoulder angle and your arm angle matches, that's 1 plane. Whereas 2 plane is you take it back and you have a slight more upright swing. So your shoulders versus your arm is crisscrossing like this. There is always no one answer to which way you should swing. There's pros and cons. If you have that physical ability, you're strong in your core, you're able to get really low with the backswing, then 1 plane swing is great for you. Pro is it gives you great coil in the backswing and it's compact, it'll give you consistent swing rhythm and speed and power. And on the way down, you can like turn your hips to really create a lot of torque. That's a pro. A lot of people used to say that the 1 plane swing was more for shorter hitting players, but not exactly that case nowadays. Cons, however, for the 1 plane swing is, take me for an example, I've had several injuries in the backswing. If I coil really well and the left shoulder is super low and it's a tight coil, my back is not able to take it. So I often get out of that angle. It causes me inconsistency in my shots, which is no good. And also in the downswing, you're supposed to turn your hips really fast, but my back does not allow me to do a vigorous movement like that. So if you don't have strong core, glutes, you will find inconsistent shots. Back in the day when I was in high school, I was working with David Ledbetter, and so obviously I was learning the very compact kind of a swing, and I used to struggle with short distance. And David, actually, we sat down and we talked about it. At the time, the trend was that in Korea, junior girls were hitting it a long ways, anywhere between 265 to 270-ish. And that was super long back then, especially if you're in high school, you're 5'5", and you're scrawny, and you're hitting it that long, that was a big deal. David suggested, you know, I teach you the same swing I teach the 6'4", I don't know, like 190, 200 pounds. We should probably try what the Korean girls are doing that they're so successful at. So ever since I've really gotten my hands to go from like here to a little bit higher. Pros is a little bit shallower shoulder plane and high hands. It's gonna create a lot of velocity, a lot of speed on the way down. Cons would be because you're up here, if you kind of come down the same way you went up with the rotation, you'll most likely go over the top, which causes left or right shots. So here, it's natural that it makes your hands kind of drop in a little bit, loop a little bit. The thing with this is if you loop a little bit too much and release, it'll hook. If you loop and you don't release, it might block. So there's that inconsistency with the looping on the way down. So you guys follow, right? There's pros and cons, guys. Not one way is always correct. For you to choose which way you want to do, you have to think of these 3 things. Number 1, What's your swing philosophy? What's your beliefs? Which player's swing do you like? What do you want to look like when you're swinging? What kind of ball flight would you like to produce? And number 2 is your physical ability. How strong are you? How flexible are you? If you don't have the flexibility, you will not be able to get that left shoulder very low. And if you're not strong in your core or in your back or your glutes, then you probably won't be able to fire your hips through as needed in the one plane swing. Number 3 is if you have a coach, what swing beliefs does your coach have? Like, for example, you want to swing with one plane swing, but your swing coach really believes in two plane swing, then she or he is always going to teach you the way they know. So these 3 things are equally important. Everybody's golf swings are unique because of their physical ability, athletic ability. When I'm usually hands-on, online or offline lessons, I usually get them to do certain movements. If they're producing a ball flight we don't want, then we tweak it a little bit and then I see how their body reacts and then we go from there. So we talked briefly about the one plane swing and two plane swings. I hope this helped you clarify things. If you have more questions, let me know. We'll talk about it more. I hope you guys stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Say bye, Poké. Subscribe, like the video. Comment down below how your golf game is.